Hello, Navai. Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to CNN News 18. I'm Kritsween Walia. We start first up with a big update coming in from Bangladesh. We're learning that the army is going to be given several important powers now. The army will be the new police and the magistrate in the country. The police, given that has failed to keep the law and order situation under control, the interim government of Bangladesh has granted magisterial and policing powers to the army. This is an order that's been issued by the Ministry of Public Administration announcing that the Bangladesh Army will exercise the granted powers for the next 60 days. I want to go across to my colleague Siddhant joining us with more details. Tell us all that we can expect with this big announcement coming in from Bangladesh, Siddhant.
Well, absolutely. This orders came yesterday. In fact, the more powers have been given to the army, Bangladeshi army. Now they can act like a magistrate in Bangladesh. They can arrest somebody and then they can at the same time send the same person into custody or give him or her a bail. So this is the kind of a power that the army of Bangladesh is going to enjoy for next 60 days. In fact, this order is also being criticized by many in Bangladesh because they are not accepting the fact that army has been given more power by the interim government. When there is government in power in Bangladesh, there is a stability, but since the police is unable to manage the law and order, this is the reason that this decision has been taken. This is the reason that has been cited by Bangladesh government for giving more powers to the army. But questions will definitely be raised that what was the point giving more power to army? Point number one. Point number two, the army, after Hasina's ouster, it was army which took over the country, and after which the Yunus was made the chief advisor. So is he some kind of a favor which Mohammad Moizu is returning to the army? So such questions are also being raised. But right now, this order is only for 60 days. But one thing is for sure, that army has become super powerful in Bangladesh now. Police exists. Police stations will function the same way. But the way army will function right now could create more troubles. And we could also witness more backlash. When army and the citizens will come face to face.
Okay, this order coming in from the interim government, Siddhant, making the army extremely powerful, as you just rightly pointed out, which also means ever since we saw this change of guard in Bangladesh, the police were not able to contain the law and order situation. What did that scenario look like for Bangladesh the last few days, given that the interim government was forced to perhaps give all these responsibilities to the Bangladesh army?
Well, yes, many are looking at it as some kind of an adjustment that has been done by Yunus for on a temporary basis, but this could go on for some more time, and that is the biggest concern for people of Bangladesh, because when Hasina's innings got over, there were a lot of hopes with the people of Bangladesh that there is going to be the government which will run the country in a democratic manner. Even the elections were promised, democracy was promised to the people of the country. But now it's quite opposite what the interim government is doing. In fact, since they have not been able to manage the people, to keep law and order intact. What they are doing is perhaps taking this big step by giving more powers to army, which could create a situation even more worse for Bangladesh in days to come.
Okay, many thanks, Siddhant, for joining us with that quick update. We now shift our attention to the big comment that's come in from Pakistan, and this comes a day after